Hello everybody and welcome to the Canadian Tour that is taking play here today as we take our first step, which is over at Mosport, which we're also, by the way, past the halfway point of the regular season. 10 more races, then we get our top 10 drivers in the points, our 2 wildcard holders that will take play once after we head to Thornton. So the Canadian Tour that will take place is just 2 stops. We got here and the big, huge track known as Pigs Creek. It's going to be fast and crazy. But let's get on down your starting lineup for today. On the pole, we got Skylar Dixon, your winner at Champs-Élysées. Next to him, Matthew Eves. Third, Steve Pollard. Fourth, Daniel Olson. Fifth, Vince Almeriego. Sixth, Brandon Carrasta. Seventh, Cole Baker. Eighth, Benny Watson. Ninth, Jackie Tank. Completing the top 10, Michael Walden. So that's your starting lineup from 11th on back. And in case you're wondering where our 2-time Mosport winner, Cole Deaver, is, he is starting in P19. That is right. Cole Deaver, who's won the last 2 races in this series over at Mosport, who's trying to make it 3 in a row. This will be the toughest of them all. He is going to start all the way in the 19th position. He's got quite a ways to work and maneuver, but can he do it is the big question. We'll find out once we take the green flag here, but we'll see what will happen on the final row. We have Sean Arda and Ryan Acosta. So Skylar Dixon and the sponsor Dixon.com Supra on the pole for today's race. And I'll tell you what, though, Dixon, when he won that race over Champs-Élysées, that was a big, big strategy maneuver race. And we'll see what happens from here on out with Dixon. Now that he's got his win, hopefully he can go out there and be a 2-time winner. And judging from what we're looking like on the timer here, we're just going to quickly go through the hometown heroes. That will be displayed as you're about ready to hear the command also taking play right about now.
Drivers, start your engines!
As there's the command. Looking through here, that has been known. Carter Friesen. Bobo Jones. And that is it. Those are the 2 drivers that will be your hometown heroes from here on out for the next 2 races. Because technically Bobo Jones is listed as Canada, but also Pocono. But the main is Canada. So those 2 drivers, they're going to be really worth to keep an eye on here. 16 laps for today's race. Cautions will be off, of course, because this track is going to be a little bit wacky here. Pace car going to make a dive down to pit road. Showtime, ladies and gentlemen. We are green at Mosport. And I forgot to mention, this is also the running of the Canadian Tire 150. So far, Eves and Dixon still side by side right there, both the drivers. Eves, who's been absolutely struggling this season. He got a great qualifying effort, a track that you really need a good starting position, and he's going to want to try to go out there and try to get this win. Both rookies still side by side. Eves got a good exit off that turn. However, this is where Dixon's going to get the right. Oh, crashed off the course a bit. Couple drivers are a little off. That's Leonard and Andrew Miller. And Leonard's got some front-end damage. Miller just trying to get back on the course. I see Deaver there. He's in a hornet's nest area there. Yikes. See Eli Bright's also in there. And oh, spin at Sebastian Kukulon and Jonathan Hoff. Deaver's stuck behind some traffic here. And oh, I do not like this here because this is going to be a little chaotic. Oh, Deaver goes into the wall. Friesen, the Canadian. Oh, and Daniel Olson. Joshua Sicoli, Jackie Tang also around. Well, your 2-time Mosport winner got into a little bit of trouble right there, but oh man, I told you, lap 1 is always wacky with this racetrack, but you've seen it right there. Skylar Dixon, though, out in front, actually. Oh, and there goes Garrett Sidner and Benny Watson, some teammates. Oh, and look out, Douglas just about ran him over, but he also hits the tire wall. And oh, Matthew Eves, he is on pit road. That's what I thought I seen. Oh, that is a tough break right there. And you look at the top 10 right now. The top 2 are former winners this season. Al Griffin and Patrick Smith were really rubbing doors there for a second. And the best chance we may have another first-time winner is in that third position, which is Cole Baker. Well, last scored, actually. Travis Crampton, the 92, right now P4, and Bobo Jones working his way up to P5. Nice run by the 70. You know, ever since Daytona, he's just been slipping down a slippery slope and hasn't been able to rebound, but today he's getting a really good run, and you got to do it at a track where now you get good qualifying effort, but you got to dodge all the insanity. And Friesen, oh man, you got a feel for him. The one of the two Canadians that was looking forward to this tour, and unfortunately, SunTrust out of money right there. Wow, though, teammates. Benny Watson and Garrett Sidner made some contact, and they went into the wall. And I have a feeling if we... Oh, it's Stapleton at the tire wall! Troubles for Nathan Stapleton, the 97. I was going to say, though, if we look at the replay of the Sidner-Watson accident, if those two got involved getting some contact, then, boy, that's going to be quite a story. Cole Deaver all over the back bumper. Vince Friesen, the 90. Both the 9 and the 90 have some left side damage. And Evans, well, wisely got out of that scenario. That was a 3 wide coming off that turn. He let the two drivers have it. He said, take it. Not getting wrist wrecked there. Big gap behind the 80 car, or in front of the 80 car, I should say, and the 27 of Nicholas Garros. That's a 10th and 11th right there. Battle for position. Jake Baskinger trying to take 7th from Adam Garcia. Baskinger in the preferred line, because this is a right-hander's course here. And we'll get the position. Nice move by Baskinger. Now, Michael Walton in car 21 trying to hunt down Adam Garcia in the 6. Right now, Dixon with a good lead, at least nearly a 2-second lead over Vince Almbriego. Cole Baker in third is actually hunting down that 24 car you're seeing right now. Is that Arizona T Toyota for Top Gun Motorsports. Or Top Gun Racing, excuse me. Bobo Jones is caught up to Crampton. I'll tell you, it's great to see Bobo up here. And, oh, he messed up that corner right as I say that. But ever since his win, again, he's been falling down the slope there. Now, you have to remember, when the wild card is going to come into play, it will be a battle for the drivers outside of the top 10 with the most wins and where they're positioned in the points. So if you're on the lower end, it's not going to be good. Pollard. Oh, yikes. That was almost a bad attempt right there and almost wrecked him. And Michael Walton has really got up to the back bumper of Garcia. Really caught up to him there. And Aaron Douglas has called it quits there in car 51. And Dixon has opened up the lead to at least more than 2 seconds. There's Sebastian Kugel. I must have came off the pit road earlier. It's 30th. Two NS racing cars having issues. Carter Friesen finally making it down pit road. Either that or he's just getting out of pit road. I'm pretty sure he is getting off of pit road. Yep, that is the case. Got a feel for the SunTrust Toyota there. Jonathan Zorlin in the 12. He's dodging some of the calamity that's there, but he's trying to get a position from Eli Bright in car 18. Car kicking up in the dirt. That's Ryan Acosta. Now, for those who watched last season's races here from this race weekend at this track, you notice that both the drivers that were leading in the respective series got wrecked by lap cars. So of course, the NRSL had to give a warning to the drivers that in case that if they do get off the pace and they're damaged, please don't do something crazy and stupid. Especially wreck the leader. You can see Bobo Jones is now trying to work on Crampton for the 4th position. I'll tell you what, Crampton has got a decent car, but Bobo's actually had a really good, strong car today. But Bobo knows, though, 57's really hunting him down there. So that 70 knows he's got to make a move because that 57 is hungry. And the only other problem with that 57 car is the fact that, well, kind of been getting into that corner panel. The 70 almost been turning him there, so he's got to be really careful here. And just like that, a bump and run. Pollard. Nice move by the NASCARnumbersite.org Chevrolet there for S3 Motorsports. Will take position. That's a good passing spot right there. Now Cole Baker, I'm sorry, not Cole Baker, Skylar Dixon. I looked the wrong white car that was there. Dixon is getting closer to Jonathan Hoff. And Acosta to Max and Griffin. What happened to them three? TJ Hanley's also quite off the pace too. What happened to those drivers? Wow, and they got a lot of damage too. Yikes. Madison Tall is now cracked into the top 10 because that must have been, gee, I don't know, man. That's a very, oh, never mind. It wasn't in the top 10 because Michael Walton has lost the top 10. Right now, P12. S3 is actually doing really good. Steve Pollard in the 5th position and James Ellison in the 11th position. So a very good run for both drivers there. Now, again, about what I was saying about the lap traffic, Dixon has to be really careful here with Jonathan Hoff. If I were the 77, I'd wait for the time to pass. If it allows the traffic behind you to catch up, I'd play it safe, though. Vince Freeze on down pit road. His car 90 got the damage repaired, some tires, and he's out and away. Michael Walton really wanted to get back into the top 10 there. And he's got his sights set on the 39 of Ellison, let alone Jay Cook trying to do the same thing as well in the 99. And this area always is a trouble spot coming off that corner because you've seen drivers do it a little earlier on. They like to go in that tire barrier right there. And this is another one right here. So they'll just get too close to each other and they'll try to wreck each other in that spot. Vince Almariego, he was under fire from the 77, but now he's starting to open away from the 11 car. And Dixon has checked out from the field. But I think now we have to focus on the 77 because he is about ready to get up to Jonathan Hoff's rear bumper. And it's going to be a matter of time until the 77 can really make a move or if the lap cars are going to play the issue. Now, as far as when the Cup Series was here, the incident came off of turn 3. As far as the Xfinity Series was, I think it came off of turn 1. It's not hit me where it was exactly. But I do remember it was off an incident there. Let's just double check real quick on the 9 car of Deaver. Right now, P18, still quite a ways back and got that damage. So I guarantee if that 9 car comes down pit road, I do have a feeling they're going to at least repair the car up, but actually, he was P18, but Ellison quite lost a number of spots there. What happened to him? He was now P16. What happened to the 39 car? Another car they're approaching is Carter Friesen. Oh, boy. And ironic enough, next week he is the name of the sponsor for the racetrack, so that's going to be really interesting to see what's going to happen. So if I were just the 16, just keep riding the line, because the 16 is somewhat up to speed. He's not really that much off the pace, but that 85 car, you can see with that damage, getting approached, and Dixon being patient. Oh, he's trying to pass, and that's a risky move. He dumps the 16, but he keeps the car together. Wow, what a bad move by Dixon, but he almost took himself out in the process. Wow, what was that about? Kukulon coming off of pit road is car 42. Almariego trying to see if he can beat out his own teammates. He will. Kukulon had to give him some room right there. See the 42's front end damage there, and just now gone a lap down is that 42 car. Now Cole Baker trying to work his way through. And you got to remember, the lap cars have played issues before in the past here in both series here. But, oh, man, Cole Baker's now getting stuck behind the 42. Oh, man, he gave him a shot. And he's going to take the 42 out as well as himself. Oh, that's a bad move. And that's what happens when you pay the price right there. Car's actually exiting pit road for green flag. Well, of course, green flag. For pit stops. And now Dixon, all over the bumper of the 85. He's going to get held up. Please don't end up like what happened with Hoff and Friesen. I think he knows. He's not afraid to dump somebody. But the 77 is going to come down pit road. That's a very wise move right there. Is the rookie. Albriego coming on down. He gained some ground a little bit there because of the checkups there. Crampton in third. Pollard in fourth. Jones in fifth. Garcia in sixth. Baskinger seventh. Eighth right now is Patrick Smith. Ninth is Marty Johns. Completing the top 10, Brandon Krasta. Rest of the drivers that are already coming, they already stayed out, are coming on down. Zorlin, Austin Yoakum, I'm pretty sure. Madison Tall, they actually already went down. I am pretty certain they did. And out of the way go the traffic here, so Dixon with a great pit stop right there. So we're on lap 11 of 16. We're going to take a very quick break. Get the buzz on my phone. Give me just a quick moment here. Well, welcome back. Apologies there for just a bit of a delay right there, but now we got the frames back going. But you are seeing Skylar Dixon still out in front with a very nice lead, and it's going to be a matter of time to see if Vince Almariego can have any ground on that 77. Oh, and Steve Pollard's on pit road. Car 57. Well, him and Baker are still on pit road, and Baker out of the race. You can see these leaders. I doubt they'll approach TJ Hanley and Carter Friesen, but you never know what could happen. Cole Deaver, two-time winner over at Mosport the past couple of seasons. I think that streak is over as of today, but a valiant effort. He tried. Got into the wall at a point. He's just outside of the top 20. But that qualifying effort did not help at all, so he did what he could, but obviously will not be enough. Real quickly, showing the drivers out of the race. They include a good number of drivers here. Holy cow. Riley Keith, Gary Owen, Jackie Tang, Matthew Eves, Daniel Olson, Elijah Leonard, Joshua Sicoli, Aaron Douglas, Benny Watson, Garrett Sidner, Nathan Stapleton, Ryan Griffin, Eric DeMac, or excuse me, Eugene DeMax, I don't know what I said there. Ryan Acosta, Jonathan Hoff, Sebastian Kukulon, Rob Evans, Cole Baker, and Pollard's a lap down as of what we speak. Carter Friesen is 2 laps down in 27th, but if he stays out of trouble, he will move up in the standings here. Well, don't look now. Vince Almariego in that 24 is actually hunting down that 77. And remember, that 77 has won on a road course before. Actually, Cole Deaver now in the top 20 because of that. So, what happened to Baker and Pollard there? So, cars are getting depleted left and right. Told you it was going to be a wacky race, so. Battle for top 10 spot. Marty Johnson gets into the top 10. Well, dead last in the points. Who's been really having some struggles this season. He'll take the spot. And Nicholas Guerra. Oh, I thought he was coming down pit road for a second. We are at 3 laps to go. That lead is getting cut. Just looking at the field one more time, because I think in a bit, though, we're going to have to focus on these leaders. Bobo Jones right now in the 3rd position. Remember, if anything happens to those top 2, he will be the main guy to keep an eye on there. Good to see Bobo finally get a good run, though, because he needed this badly. Especially at a road course of all places there. Garcia trying to hang on to 5th from Jake Baskinger there. And Almariego, look at the 24. He's caught the 77 right within his tracks, heading to 2 laps to go at the line. Well, if I were Skylar Dixon, I would not celebrate yet, as that Mercedes is coming. The sponsor, Dixon.com, Toyota Supra for Archangel Racing of Skylar Dixon versus the Sun Energy 1 Mercedes AMG for Sedke Motorsports. Vince Almariego at the line, 2 laps to go, and he's right within striking distance. Dixon trying to hang on. Oh, and Tall and Guerra have crashed. Tall and Guerra have crashed, and they were 7th and 8th. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Now Brandon Krass has cracked the top 10. Almariego less than a second behind. Can he get to the 77 and make a pass? Oh, he's right there. Look out for Almariego. He is right there, man. Come on, Vince. Does he have a shot? Will we see a last lap pass coming here at Mosport? Friesen wisely coming out pit road. And the other car to worry about, TJ Hanley, he won't be an issue. Or I thought Friesen was coming out pit road. I guess not. But here we go, rounding the few turns. The last few of them here. White flag going to be displayed for Skylar Dixon and Vince Almariego. Look at Vince. He has caught the rear bumper of the 77. If they could go without wrecking, man, I'll be amazed. And if they do, watch out for car 70, man, because he's also starting to reel in both the leaders, too. Vince has about caught the rear bumper of the 77. He's got to run his line good. And he's got to find a way to get around that 77 in order to make that pass for the win right there. Dixon just trying to ride his line. Almariego's right within the bumper of the 77. When's Vince going to do it, man? Oh, he's right there. Look at Vince. He is right there. Can he get the opportunity? Oh, Dixon kind of messed up the corner a little bit. Vince is right there. Takes a little bit of a slide. Here comes the 24. Can't make a move yet. Oh, Vince is running out of time. I think he used all of his car right there. Vince, he's got to get that car going, but he's losing ground to 77. I think that's all she wrote right there. Vince is trying. He's trying to get one last push, trying to get it, but it won't be enough. A great effort by Vince Almariego, but coming off the final turn, Skylar Dixon's going to win 2 of the last 3. He wins at Mosport. Wow, what a comeback by Vince Almariego, but just a bit short, as Skylar Dixon, the winner of Champs-Élysées, will be a 2-time winner, joining Daniel Olson this season in the Outback Xfinity Series. Job well done right there. Vince Almariego 2nd. Bobo Jones 3rd. Travis Crampton 4th. Jake Baskinger 5th. Adam Garcia 6th. Patrick Smith 7th. Marty Johnson goes up to 8th after that run right there. 9th, Michael Wallen completed top 10. How about Brandon Crasta? So not a bad effort today. Skylar Dixon, like I said, the winner. Let's go take a look at some of the incidents that took play here at Mosport in just a bit. Well, we're going to keep within this area here. You're going to see the first incident's going to start with Sean Hart and Jonathan Hoff. Now, they spin around, Sebastian Kukulon, Ryan Acosta. They all get involved right here. Gary Owen, you see in the 69, is trying to avoid the accident. Same with Riley Keith. And wow, the 16 about flipped over right there. And Keith getting involved right there. But the big hit right there, the right side of the car hitting that guardrail. And then also goes into Kukulon. And see Eli Bright trying to avoid all that mess too. He does a not bad job. And then up ahead, this spells calamity right here. There's no way. With how close they are. A couple teammates getting involved right there. A little contact. And then they are about keeping it together. Then Vince Freeze goes off a little bit. Cole Deaver goes off a bit. However, they keep their cars together. But then you're going to see right there Carter Friesen and Austin Yoakum. We'll look at the wreck up ahead in just a second. They get involved. That's Matthew Eves who started this race P2. And then Friesen just on the brakes. Just lightly goes into the tire wall there. So let's go back to Sokoli and Tang and Olsen. Oh, them two got involved just there. And then Olsen was the one that got Eves. Wow. So you see right there, Sokoli's the one that gets after Tang. And then the same case where Olsen and... oh, man, Tang slammed into Eves. Ow. Was not expecting that one. And, you know, again, Eves, look at... He was P2. Olsen was P3. But Eves, man, he took the worst of the impact there. And on top of that, another car came over and slammed into him. Man, that had to hurt right there. I think another car is about ready to come into the fray, too. I'm pretty sure. I think we looked at it before. But, yeah, it was that Yoakum and Friesen incident. So that was that whole mess. I believe the next cars we've gotten word of that were involved that we need to look at were Evans and DeMax. So that is what it was here. We're just double checking. I don't think something happened over here, but yeah, there were 3 wide coming off that corner. That's yeah, that's something you definitely don't want to do coming here. And yeah, they were good right here. So now let's see what happened with them two. Actually, a little before that, Andrew Miller coming into that big right-hander here just puts Leonard into the wall, and Miller also goes with him too. And wow, that was a lick right there. So the Bang Energy just smashed up, and that was that incident. I forgot about this one here. So let's see the next incident we got. Well, Flickinger Racing is definitely going to have the team meeting for sure, and unfortunately, it's going to involve Garrett Sidner and Benny Watson, both the Corvettes here. And Watson just got into Garrett Sidner, and round he goes. And Watson, I don't know how he kept that car straight, but he still drove in the grass. And he was just still on the throttle, which that was a bad move right there. And Sidner head on into the tire wall. That's a lick right there. Watson always goes into it too. Another car is going to come on in and is going to almost hit the 44. I'm trying to see who that was. Oh, that was Aaron Douglas in the 51. Watch here. Oh, man, he does the same thing the 44 does, and what a lick right there. So that's what happened with them two. Let's look at the next incident. Well, this has to be one of the more stranger incidents going on by Nathan Stapleton's battling Rob Evans for... It's just out inside the top 25, and Stapleton just flat out lost the car right there. And that car went south in the Advanced Auto Parts Power Age Chevrolet for NS Racing. Right there into the tire wall right there. And that's how he was out of the race. Tough break for Stapleton. Well, this was just like a similar incident between Garrett Sidner and Benny Watts, and this time Ryan Griffin and Eugene DeMax, a couple of good buddies right here. Griffin just gets into that quarter panel of Eugene DeMax in that Busch Toyota. Only difference was Griffin really got the worst end of that one there, and he just goes around with the 10, and they're sliding, deja vu, and which goes into the tires. DeMax taking the worst of the impact. Griffin, I'm amazed with the impact that he had was enough to get him out of the race there, but yeah, I guess that inside, the car on the inside really took a bad impact too, and you can see the car did not get going after that as well, so tough break for both drivers there. If not literally the same incident. Sean Ard, the rookie here, shows the couple of incidents before how it's really done just by putting him in there. And then you watch Sean actually use the brakes coming off the corner, not really being much on the throttle. He gets back on the course. Brad Acosta, of course, does not. And the rest is history right there. But you could see with Sean Ard, that's how he managed to keep his car together and finish the race. And, well, you could see why with Acosta he wasn't able to. Well, a bit of a controversy right here. Skylar Dixon, I did not know, had caught up to the 16, the winner of the race, let alone the leader, as you could see, and actually dumped the lap car and almost got himself involved. You see, there's Almerega right here, and a lot of lucky break for Dixon. So you can see how squirrely the 77 got, too, and man, Hoff took a hit to the wall right there. I think you can see why Dixon was scrubbing off some speed right there, so... Well then, everyone's getting aggressive here. Well, I bet you this course is definitely being a wacky favorite for sure. And Cole Baker, man, he absolutely put out Kukul on, a bit of a ride right here. Not just for himself, but Kukul on, and I mean, both go up in the sand. Kukul on, hard hit on the right side. Baker, hard hit on the driver's side. That's how they got knocked out of the race. Well, Evans retiring is probably going to be many a first I've ever seen on this course. Rob Evans did not have any contact at all, and he actually lost control of his car coming down pit road and crashed himself out in probably one of the most unusual ways possible. He just flat out messed up the turn, slowing down, hits the end of the tire wall right there, and about flips over his car 65, and I don't believe what I'm seeing here. Wow. I've seen cars go over across that turn into the outside of the course. I've seen cars go through that pit wall right there. I've seen cars just flat out wreck each other. But I've never seen a car flat out crash himself out of the race like that. Well, we can add that to the book of firsts on this course. We're doing this for a reason. And we're playing this in full motion because now Pollard got out of pit road with Bobo Jones. Pollard did not really get up going. Bobo Jones was all over the back bumper of the 57. And in typical Mosport fashion, Bobo says, well, get out of here. So now we've known that the rookies can show the veterans how to take the driver out in that spot. That's how you do it, guys. Well done. And our final incident here, it's going to involve the drivers inside the top 10, Tall and Guerra. And you can see right there, Guerra just got into that corner. And they love this spot for whatever reason to take other people out. And, well, the veterans are not showing their side of how to take someone out into that spot without taking each other out. So, they got to take a page out of the rookies, I guess. But still a bad accident regardless, though. And that snuck Marty Johnson into 8th. And that snuck in Brandon Krasta into the top 10 after a wacky race this was. So here is your full finishing results here at Mosport. We already mentioned your top 10. You can see 20 cars finish the race on the lead lap, 21 on the track. Everyone else all out of the race. And our first stop at Canada for the Canadian Tire 150. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, be sure to like, comment your thoughts, subscribe, be part of the NRSL button, hit the subscribe button down below. You've been watching production of the NRSL where racing is living. Congrats to Skylar Dixon on being a 2-time winner this season. And we'll see you for the Cup race tomorrow. Until then, here come the points at the end of the video like always. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys later.